wait, we're just gonna go and then slap at the deli for a second for a quick morning bite. Maybe stop by the potion store. That's okay to maybe look at a few like minor potions,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna head up to the guild. Get up there early so figure out this puzzle.
So,
Um,
yeah.
I
Um,
would also like to make sure that my family's okay.
yes.
Oh,
That's why
Yeah.
when we were talking about like going, I almost said something when you were talking about going to his house or whatever. I was like, well, would he want to go home and make sure her family's still alive or like anything like that? But I didn't want to like uh step over
Yeah,
anything.
I wanna make sure my family is good.
So y'all head to the do y'all go with her to the herbologist then to the herbologist area to where her home is?
no, we'll probably go to the deli and go to the store, and she can go to the herbologist,
Okay.
and then we'll just meet up in like say 45 if everything's okay. No, because if something goes bad, she's not. Yeah, well, I'll go to the herbologist.
Okay. Let
You go with
me
you.
let's say
The,
y'all go
you
back.
get
It's a fitful sleep. But you're exhausted. You're all three so fucking tired. You managed to sleep good. If you need to take a rest, I don't know what you used. May not have been much because we didn't have a fight or anything. But if you need to do a full rest, go ahead and do one. It's as close to what y'all were gonna get anyway. Um,
no, I don't think any hurting her.
yeah. So you get up in the morning and he's like, "I was so tired. Your house is close, but I do need to go home and check on my family or whatever E says. Also, I want to say, um, me saying, like what E heard and what E felt, and then trying to translate it for Napoleon. I'm trying to find a fine line between metagaming and also like E is so like fresh and sweet about the way she sees everything. So hopefully y'all got the me trying to balance out between E and what Napoleon would see from that situation. I'm gonna I try to balance that out. So yeah. Um, hopefully that all y'all got all of what I needed for there. But yeah, so you get up in the morning and E wants to go check on her family, so y'all head to the herbologist. Um, I'm not gonna go to the mount because I'll make this quick. But you all go to the herbology thing. Balsa's nowhere to be in sight. Let me see. Do I have it ready? I might have it ready. I might put you over there just long enough to see. Okay. Um, so this is way brighter. Well, and I don't have your tree on here anyway, so yeah, we'll just keep you here. Um, y'all go. There is a large willow tree that has been, for the most part, you would think, hollowed out. There is like it's been added on to. You can see multiple levels of little entrances and tiny windows and doors. And if you peer in, you can see little bedrooms and all kinds of stuff going on inside of this place. But this tree is a house. And E goes in and disappears for a minute. And her little bat family is so happy to see her. They all surround you in a little cuddle puddle. They're so happy that you're alive. And they chirp at you and they tell you the world was exploding. Everything was scary. We're so glad you're okay. Is Albert okay? Like, they
You guys,
remember everything.
oh, oh my gosh, people have been thinking that I would lie to them about this.
Your bat mom, which we need to give a name to, puts her squeezes her wings around you, and she says, "Oh, nature doesn't lie, sweetie," and um, She kind of pats you on the head. She's like, "Oh, I'm so glad you're okay." And she pets Albert, who became tiny again to come into the house. She pats him on the head. So glad you got control. And then she goes back to being busy doing Batmom things.
Um, did Mom, do you believe in Karis and Violet?
Well, we're just bats, but the world of nature works in wondrous ways, and after everything I've heard from all the people, it would be silly not to think that there's some type of god or goddess behind it. I've never
Okay.
met them myself, but the world works some way. She's just, as sweet as she is, she's got no clue.
Thanks, Mom.
She's just a bat.
Uh, has anyone seen Balsa?
Oh, Balsa was around about an hour ago. Seemed unshaken. Didn't really seem to understand our fuss, but she went about her normal day.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll try and find her. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are okay. And I give them all a big hug again.
Oh,
I've got to go, meet up some people to finish a job, but I'll be back later. Love you. Bye.
remember, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all, she says as she pets you and just goes back to making Batman
I
breakfast,
feel
maybe.
like she tussles my head. I'm just like, Mom, stop.
Oh, she does relay to you. Your one of your little siblings comes up and says, "You have multiple rotating siblings all the time. There's always a baby bat." But your youngest at the moment sibling comes running up and is like, "Balsa went to the maze. She won't be back for hours." Aw, she's very sad about it.
Yeah.
Y'all
Yeah.
know that the maze is something you can enter, but even you haven't mastered making your way through it without Balsa having to come and get you.
Dang it. Okay, well, I mean, maybe she'll be back later.
Okay, the sibling says. Like you were telling them she'll be back in a few hours, and not like you were
Oh,
telling
but I did.
yourself.
So I did get something though. Here, can you just hold on to this and find a really fun place in the house to put this? And I give them one of the tears from Karis.
Shiny. She toddles away very happy with the shiny object. You may never see again. Who knows? Um, just kidding. But yeah, so you reemerge from the tree, and the two are waiting on you, just kind of like, do y'all talk about anything while E's inside the house?
Not really. I mean,
I can just like imagine Napoleon and Talon just sitting there in like awkward silence
Like
while they wait for E.
maybe like you know what? I'll roll a cigarette and I'll offer him one, a little morning thing.
You take a cigarette,
yeah.
take a cigarette, Talon.
Uh, Talon takes a cigarette.
We just have a cigarette.
All
We
right.
wait for it to be done.
Uh, the
So
world is ending.
as E comes out, emerges from the thing, Napoleon's taking a good drag from a cigarette and blowing it in the opposite direction, and Talon takes a big hit off of it, and then actually, Talon, roll me because you don't normally smoke, right? Like, is that a thing that Talon normally does?
Oh no, I have the
No.
smoothest blend.
Yeah.
There is no choking.
Oh, okay. Well, I wanted to, it could be a moment of like hilariousness of him choking on the smoke trade act.
All
Cool,
right,
but
roll for it. I'm just saying, like, yeah, roll for it for sure, absolutely. I'm just saying, like,
um,
I did my best. I go
yeah.
around with the decent.
Roll me a survival check, Talon.
Survival check.
Survival check. Awesome.
I was either gonna
That's
make it
awesome.
medicine or survival, but
No.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Talent.
Oh
Napoleon,
no.
you roll around with the smoothest, most expensive tobacco that your well earned money can buy because that is one of your pleasures, your simple pleasures. That is your breakfast every morning. And you roll this up and you hand it to Talon. You don't even think about it. And then as E emerges from the thing, Talon takes a big drag on this, trying to mimic exactly what you do and starts to choke. Like you almost thought he inhaled the cigarette for a second. He is just coming undone coughing. And that's what you walk out to. Napoleon being cool as a cucumber, taking a drag on the cigarette while Talon chokes on air. But yeah.
All right.
So
I will. I will. Are we ready?
yeah, yep. Y'all can head on towards the potion store.
I let them
How's your
know
family?
that my family remembered what happened last night.
Your family did? Those bats did?
Well, yeah, the bats are my family.
All right. I'm saying they're not. I'm just clarifying. That's all.
She's like, I said my family, you oaf. No. Um,
Just clarifying. That's all.
Kind of.
All right. We gotta. We wanna. We were thinking about getting this puzzle box and up to the guild.
so
What do you think?
I will let y'all know.
Mm.
Talon and Napoleon, y'all have good in and outs with the guild. E has never been there before. So she has no idea that the guild exists. Um, to everyone else who doesn't know that the guild is there, well, I'll show you when you get there. It just doesn't look like the guild. Like it doesn't look like a thieves guild. Which I didn't name it the thieves guild, but that's what it is.
Okay.
So are y'all gonna head towards the potion store first, since it's on your way, or are you just gonna go
I
straight
wanna.
to the guild?
No. I want. I kind of want to hit the deli first. See
Okay.
what food we got today.
Yeah.
Um.
So y'all arrive at the deli. Let me
E, are you hungry? Do you want something to eat?
oh, why is
Yeah.
that doing something weird?
What do you eat? What do you
Food?
eat?
Pancakes.
Are you a waffle girl?
Why,
Dude,
yes.
I just ate a cigarette.
He's like, I love
Dying to.
dead pigeons. I love dead pigeons early in the morning.
Oh my god. Where did it go? Sorry, hold on one second.
Oh, this is just supposed to be like I didn't. Okay, I did. This might have been a whole scenario in and of itself.
Huh? Oh no, no, this is fine. I just when I got to this map for some reason, one of the things isn't working, so let me just replace it. As is everything else.
Okay. Do you want to move our character?
Yeah,
Should we
I
move our
will.
characters
Give
up
me
there?
yeah, give me 1 second. Y'all can't see it. Yeah, I'm actually taking you into the deli, so give me 1 second. Just put y'all down here. Talon. Why did Talon and E work? But and you'll
Bro,
need to
your lantern is so powerful.
yeah, you're
That
gonna
is
have to turn
awesome.
that off when you get up here.
I love it. I'm like, this is the whole city in color. This is not.
I am God.
The
I said,
sun
let
god
there be light.
Talon.
You let us
Okay.
in.
Let
I'll make it
me.
like it's the sun is out right now. Let me in. I'll bring back the sun.
It's a tiefling.
Why is that guy standing there? Like, that's weird.
Um, do we wait to be seated?
So
What do
yeah,
you guys
you
think?
walk in and there's the Stiefling server, and she says, "Oh, right with you. The owners aren't here yet, but I'm happy to serve you. Food's already made. Please just feel free to take a seat." And she just kind of motions. There's only one person at a table, and he's sitting over there. So where did this go?
Okay. I
Let
am going to
me
be
All the way over
right
there.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Get her backs to the wall. Let the perception shine.
not listening to me. There we go.
what about Albert? Oh, wait, that is Albert. Cool.
Just leave Albert the way he is for now. Um, the only other person that's in this restaurant that you can see besides the server is um, just an elven man. He's got yellowish skin. Actually, I can just share you what he looks like. Here you go. Napoleon, he looks familiar to you, but you don't actually know who this is. You have no idea what his name is, and he's a complete stranger to the rest of you.
Indorel is a stranger?
Mm.
Okay.
And it showed a name. That's kind of cool. But yeah, he this elf is a stranger to all. He's chilling. He's having his breakfast. He's not bothering anybody. Um, so y'all come in. You take a seat.
Should I
Um,
try to recall knowledge? Is that a
yeah, go ahead.
how do I know
If
these
you
people?
wanna, yeah, if you wanna recall what you know about being here, go for it.
Well, on that guy. On
Oh, on him? Yeah, yeah, go
yeah.
for it. Let's see.
Is
Let's.
well, I've got a really high strength. So what do you think? Acrobatics?
I'm gonna say diplomacy. Or what is the other one in this one? Society. Let's do either diplomacy or society.
I'm a little better in diploma. Ooh, 8.
Okay.
That man.
Um,
You don't remember shit.
you know he is associated based on his kind of color scheme and the way he presents himself, and he's very straight backed and he's very polite. He's not making a mess, and it just kind of jogs something in your memory. He is military in the city. You don't remember who specifically he works for or how far up he is in the chain, but you do know that he is some sort of like officer rank military, like
Okay.
guard, some
Okay.
type of something like that. Uh, but yeah, he's just chilling, having his breakfast. Um, So yeah, she comes up and she says, "So, special today is the spinach and kale soup. As you know, being an Elven deli, everything here on the menu is vegetarian. We do have protein substitutes for those of you who are carnivores. We want to please everybody. I promise you won't know the difference in taste." Uh, the way she says that, it kind of falters. But it's good food. So yeah. And then she starts to turn back and then goes, oh, and we do have coffee. Plain coffee. We have tea. We have elven coffee. We have dwarven coffee. We have sleepy time tea. We have, and she starts to like ramble on, and then the guy at the table kind of clears her, and she's like, oh, 1 sec. I'm gonna let you think about that. And she kind of scurries away to this guy for a second. Yeah, so she's obviously feeling fretful, even though there's only, you guys and one other person the restaurant. But obviously, it's clear that she's uncomfortable being the one in charge. 100%.
Okay. Um,
I'm gonna need
I
like
guess.
3 coffees to wash down the cigarette lodged in my throat.
The
I guess go
guy.
into that and make that a boy.
The
I'll have the
server
single. Let's get the special.
tops off the this guy's coffee with the mug she's holding in her hands, and he nods at her appreciatively, and she runs back over to you guys. Okay, so any decisions?
Hot chocolate, please.
Ooh, okay. And for you, sir, she motions to Napoleon.
One special and one dwarven coffee.
One hot what?
Dwarven coffee.
Dwarven coffee. All right. She looks at Talent. And for you, sir?
3 coffees now,
Three. Oh.
please.
Uh. Oh. Okay. For just for you.
Well, yeah. That's,
Okay,
you asking me?
yeah. Don't worry. We have a special brew for the bird folks. And she just dives off. She doesn't give you a chance to like dispute that. uh,
Okay.
she gets her stuff together, disappears to the back. The gentleman over here having breakfast, he finishes his stuff and he very carefully sets down his napkin and all of his things, and he stands up and he turns to kind of take all of you in. And then he very oddly, in a very nice, higher than you would have imagined pitched tone, goes, "Have a nice day, hun," and turns around and walks out. And that's all you get from Inderell.
Do you say that to me?
No, he's shouting to the waitress in the back as she's getting her stuff done. But it's just like really vibrant and nice and not at all expected from him at all. And then he just like walks out, leaving his money on the
All right.
table.
So, I guess while we're waiting, do you guys want to go to the potion shop real quick? Maybe get a little.
Well, we can just say, Philadon, she returns back and serves you all your food, and y'all eat, and she says, "Sorry, I know I seem so frazzled, but this is the first time I've been alone. They're usually here every morning, way before I wake up, even, but this is the first time I've been here, and they've not been. If they don't show
Really?
up by noon, I'll have to go take a look. The people who own the restaurant, the elves. This is it's an elven deli. That's what the sign says. Sorry if I forgot to say that you're coming in here. It literally just says Elven Deli in the translation. Um, and she's like, but they they always cook the food beforehand. Everything stays fresh for so long. It's really not that big a deal. I just am always afraid of letting anybody down. But yeah,
Okay.
she serves you your stuff, and
Can I have my
she
coffee, please?
she sets down 3 full mugs of coffee in front of you, and um, she kind of looks at you, and
Do you
she'll
have?
be like, "You'll you'll be glad it's that brew." And then she sets down a much like lighter colored coffee in front of Napoleon, and then she sets down the mug of hot chocolate in front of E, and a
All
little
right.
tiny
Is it
mug for Albert.
I got the. What was the special? I
is
got the special.
uh,
is it common
Go ahead.
for them to not be here?
Uh, well, I've been working here for, let's see, 5 years now, and this is the first time.
I look at my friends
But
of just like the
it is a special day, and I know the master was drinking pretty heavily yesterday because the festival and the celebration. So I don't know. They're getting up there. Maybe it just got to him a little bit. She shrugs it off and she walks back into the kitchen to go stir a pot of like hot food or something.
Guys, you don't think that maybe some people might remember, some people may still have slipped through the cracks, like quite literally, because there are cracks in the ground. I fell through one.
She comes back with more food. And
I
she
envy
sets
you.
down the special, which just so happens to just be a big plate full of fucking apples right down on the table, along with some bread and cheese and a little bit of other things, and the soup. I think she said the spinach and kale soup. And then
Yeah.
she says before she leaves, she's like, "Yeah, today's exciting, right? Aren't you excited to see who the new Paragon is? That should be really fun." The party yesterday was great. Everybody had a blast. I have to say though, I feel like I didn't sleep very good last night. I'm a little extra tired.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy. Me too.
Do we get free refills with this coffee?
Oh, you want a refill? She goes and she grabs a mug and then she
No,
comes and
no, no.
tops
I'm
you.
just wondering. Just one.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, any refills you want. Oh, well, okay. I gotta say, Mr. Birdman, three's gotta probably be the max. I don't want your heart to explode while you're sitting here.
I'm gonna chug one of
I'm
them
already
Extra
munching on the
refills.
apples.
Yeah. Let's ask. So, where are if they're not here, if they're at home, where's home for them?
So sometimes they stay upstairs, but I already checked that. I think they have an apartment somewhere in the old quarter, but I've never been there. I've never needed to. They're always here, so um, I'm not really sure where it is. You could probably ask the lady who runs the potion store if she's there, because I know that they know her pretty well, living across the street. They don't always get along, but they know each other pretty well. They've known each other for a long time, too.
What are their names?
Um.
The dreaded question. The dreaded question.
What are their names again?
um. Yeah. So she doesn't hesitate, but I'm sure as hell going to. I have not named them yet. So, yeah, she gives you some names.
The owner.
Belvin?
Elven owner 1 and 2. Um, yeah, it's a masculine name
We're
and a
gonna call
feminine
them the
name.
Belvins.
There are a couple.
Belvin. Mr. and Mrs. Belvin.
Okay, Mr. and Mrs. Belvin. Yeah, and I did name the potions master. Let me see what my name is. I forgot. I can't remember everybody. What the heck? Okay. Hold on, let me look at something really quick. I name them and put a thing on them. I see it anymore. Okay, so that is so frustrating. I have their little picture in here, and I have
What if
everything in here, and it's just
I can wrap this up by saying, well, we're gonna head over to the provision
Yes.
shop after we get done eating. So I'll ask around, see what's going on, see if she knows anything that'll make you feel better.
Yes, please. They've been really good bosses. I don't know what I would do without this job if anything happened to them. I'm sure that they just probably drank too much last night. It happens, everybody gets real excited. A new Paragon, it's not every day you get to live to see that. And yeah, so she walks back to the back. So I'm gonna take us back to Trade Light now. Feel free to subtract a few silver or Napoleon or talent, or if anybody plans to pay for the whole meal, it'll just be 1 gold.
1 gold for all of that.
1 gold for coffee?
For the whole meal, for all of it, for the food, the
Hey,
drinks, for everybody.
ain't no thing.
I'll pay for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Y'all argue over the check for a second. Somebody pays. It's
I'll
fine.
pay
That's
with
cool. I can.
2 pieces of gold because I'm
I'm
nice.
gonna I'm gonna subtract 1 gold and one maybe I don't know, 3 silver. We'll leave her at 10.
Take us
So I leave
back to
3 silver.
trade light, and I'm gonna do this. Make it daylight.
I say thank you to Talon for picking up the check.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Why is
Yeah,
this?
thanks
Oops,
for the
I didn't mean
food.
to do
It was
that.
delicious.
Why is this not working? There we go. Nope. Okay. I'm trying to get it to where it's just not. So, there we go. Yeah. So, y'all come out of the deli and you go towards the potion store, and there's a sign. The door is locked. You go to open it. Doesn't budge. The sign says that they're going to reopen as normal at 6 a.m., but no one's there. And you kind of peer in. Nothing seems out of miss in the store. But there's no one there.
Hmm.
Well, I say I'd look at my companions then. I would shoulder shrug and be like, "Well, we tried. Let's go see what this puzzle box is
Yeah, sure. I'll point out on your way to the guild, you'll be,
I
or
just,
while you're at the guild, you'll be really close
I,
to the church as well. So yeah, y'all continue on.
I'm
Um,
not saying we. What do you guys want to do?
Let's see how Mariel's doing.
What do
Oh,
you
I
think?
mean,
What do you want to do?
I think I left him a note, so he knows where to find us because he could still be sleeping or still not feel well to have people come along.
very
Um,
true.
How high can you fly?
I'm gonna say I'll spent like at least an
Do
hour.
you want to? Could you reach like second story windows? Please.
No, she cannot.
can I climb though?
I would say with Albert's help, you might could get up there.
I want to do that.
Yeah, check out the second story window of the potion store.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So have Albert roll ooh, a I'm gonna say it's a reflex save to get you up there successfully. Actually, you can roll it with wait, which one's fast? Which one's higher? Yeah, let's do reflex.
For Albert,
Mhm. 25 hit points.
why am I not seeing reflex for him?
Um,
Oh, there it is. Okay, there it is. I was looking at the wrong. Damn.
I mean, uh, you get up there. It's clumsy. It's definitely not the most graceful landing that y'all have done. But it's not exactly a hard thing to do to just kind of fly up one level. So I was really only wanting like a DC of 10. But yeah, you.
I am I'm picturing that we're struggling a little bit, and then I'm just like trying to reach up, and then I finally get it, and then it's just like, oh,
Yeah, it's entertaining, but they get to the top level. You peer in, and
nailed
it's
it.
it's dusty up there, like real dusty, like more than someone's not been here in the last day. It's like someone's not been there in the last week, dusty. Um,
My body's just pressed up against this glass trying to get everything that I could see. Just
yeah, roll me a perception check, or yeah, yeah. Okay, so it's dusty. Nobody's been here in a while, but she did just say that the potions person is there often. Um, you look around and you don't feel any weird magic. You don't see anything out of sight. Nothing looks tumbled over or like there's any kinds of like an altercation or anything. It's just neglected looking. Um, just the whole living space entirely. You do know that the person who owns this potion store um, is the rat that the rat folk person that you saw in the bar last night that was with the arbor master. Um,
hmm,
he comes to visit Basa every once in a while to get like herbs and stuff, and he's always been really nice. He's really meek and really weird, but like weird doesn't phase you. And you do know that this is not his only place to live. He's wealthy and he's involved with all the wealthy people, and he does have a more permanent living situation outside of town, um, where he cultivates, like where he does most of his alchemy and stuff. He doesn't do it in town for some reason, but you know that it's not unheard of for him to not stay here, to just bring his potions to the store and sell them and then be gone. So, but it is still oddly untouched. Like it's still weird. It's still weird that it's so dusty, even for somebody who may not live there permanently, knowing that he comes there on a daily basis and that place is so untouched. It's just weird to you. You know what spider webs take to make, and you know what dust, how it collects. That is something you're not ignorant to.
can I open up the window?
You try.
Yeah,
Give me a. Are you trying to do it without nobody noticing, or are you just trying to do it? Period.
I'm just trying to do it.
Give me a strength check.
You can do it.
Bum, bum, bum.
The window is not locked, but it
Okay.
is like you kind of like try to move it just a little bit, and it doesn't do anything. So that's why I need like a strength check.
All right, would that be athletics?
Oh yes, yes. Sorry, athletics. God, that's still gonna take some getting used to. I'm gonna be doing that until like I'm not playing Baldur's Gate anymore. Okay. Um. So it doesn't budge, and you look a little better at it, and you realize that while it's not locked, it has been painted shut. Like it's all there's paint all over it. It's dusty and old now on the inside, but it's like it's freshly painted in the last few years. Like somebody in the last few years painted over this window, and it's just not budging for you. And I'll say you're
Interesting.
on a pretty small ledge. Like you're probably in like a one of those baskets that people grow plants on the side of their window. I don't know what those are called
Hmm.
anymore. Um, but that's about, it's like 7 or 8 inches of room to stand outside this window on this little basket. So, the option of trying to get Napoleon or Talon to come try to open it isn't really a thing.
Right. Hmm.
But you did just see this fellow last night, which makes it even probably a little more weird that his place looks empty and dusty on the inside upstairs.
Hmm. That's really weird. Just what do you think, Albert?
Albert like kind of does that. It's not a purr, but it's like a click almost. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That birds do? Yeah. And he looks down at them and then he looks back at the window and he kind of like pecks at it, but then he's just like, shrugs his shoulders. He doesn't seem too emotional about it, like trying to get in there would be too big a deal.
Okay. Um, I guess it's time to go back down.
He looks at you and kind of very exasperatedly, and
Could I
then
just glide with
he
my
he
wings?
he give me a reflex save.
Ba, 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 ba.
You catch yourself as Albert like kind of looks at you exasperatedly and then just kind of with one foot shoves you off the side and you just kind of glide down like Albert. He chirps at you mischievously. Uh, he knows gliding down is way easier for you than coming up. But yeah, it was
I relay.
definitely a little bit evil.
I relay everything that I saw and witnessed
And Talon
uh
and Napoleon,
to Talon and
when
Napoleon.
she mentions, usually the guys here, he has a name and I have to look it up, but I can't, for some reason it didn't save it on his character sheet. But she's like, when she's relaying all this, you both remember the very meek ratfolk person that pushed the very drunk flesh warp arbor master out of the tavern last night. You do remember that being the potions master, the newly appointed potions master, uh, for that store. But yeah, so he relays all that information to y'all about the weird dusty potion store. Dusty.
Well, yeah, we could open it up, see what's in there, and why it's so dusty.
Yep. Um, do y'all want to try to break in?
It is. Um, well, I guess. What do I see when I look around at the day? Are there people? Will it take a? Is it not very hard at this point in the day? For
It is getting later in the AM. Like it's 8 a.m. now, well
okay,
into
so
the
there's
morning hours.
yeah,
There's people bustling, and the streets are getting busy. And this is on the edge of the Paragon's castle. People are starting to gather. Um, they usually there's no set time, but they always bring out the new Paragon at some point in the new day to get the festival started. You're just not really sure when that's going to be, but people are already gathering, trying to get the best place to stand in town around these castle walls, looking at this tower to try to see who their new leader is. But yeah, there's a
like
lot
the
of people.
super fans that are like retcon dressed like their favorite Paragon. It's
Well,
100 years. I mean,
it is a new person that's going to take over, and the paragons don't happen that often. This is actually the most often that a new paragon has been done. Like there was one 30 years ago, and then there was this one, and then before that it had been 100 years plus. I'll just look at my timeline again to know for sure. But it's been a while that you know of,
cool.
and so it's kind of a to a lot of people a once in a lifetime thing to see a new paragon being chosen. So it's just exciting. The small people are excited.
I get you. I get you. All right. I don't think that's a good idea. That is,
Yeah, it's not
uh,
too strange. Last night was weird. Y'all know this guy comes and goes. You know he has another residence. So it's not totally crazy, but it is strange. Thing that you've seen
what do
here.
you want to? I mean, if you think you do it, Talon. All right. Go for it. You get caught.
Yeah, we can skip
You
it.
don't know me. You do. I do. You.
Like,
With
you
that.
get caught, you're on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just leave the potion store with all the potions
So
in it over there.
what do we want to do? Do we want to keep? Do we want to the bridge?
So I'm gonna say you guys leave the potion store and you start to head on, right? Like you're headed towards the guild or the church or whatever y'all were gonna decide to do. You're talking about it on your way.
Yeah.
Um, a pigeon lands directly in front of you in the middle of the street, and it says very out loud and in a very clear, common tongue says, "Hi, hi, hi. Glad I caught you. Glad I caught you. We're gonna need you right now. Um, at Unzig's Manor. So if you could just head this way." The pigeon like pecks at the ground a couple of times. No, no, pay attention. And it like sits back up. I hate to change the time on you. I know Hidden informed you of noon, but uh, things happen. And the pigeon shrugs, and then it starts to peck at the floor again, and then it looks confused, and then it just flies off. It's weird. Um,
Well, to be honest with you guys, I've never seen that before. So do you guys just want to head? I've never seen
I
it talking.
didn't know that I spoke pigeon.
no,
I
so
didn't
the
either.
pigeon was still cooing and like doing its own thing in between. But somebody was very clearly speaking through it.
Right.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
We get you.
Okay,
We get
cool.
you. We
Just want to
get
make
you.
sure I.
We
Talking
get
bird isn't that weird.
you.
I didn't know that I could talk bird. I just thought I could talk to bats.
I didn't know either. So we
Oh,
probably should go to the yeah,
Do you
Unzig's
all
Manor. Yeah.
want to head to Unzig's Manor?
Do you guys want to about
I
face and
mean,
go
we
to
were
Unzig's Manor?
summoned.
Yeah.
I guess that's
I.
where we're going.
That's what we'll head to.
Okay.
Looking for your bird told us.
So Talon's cool, headed to Unzig's Manor.
Well, we have to, right? That's
You've been
yeah.
summoned. I don't know about have
Been
to, but you've
summoned.
definitely been summoned. You want to get paid?
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. It's not surprising, given that it's been a weird time and a half. Done over here. Why is that so small? Oh, right. Oh my god, you're so small. Yeah. Let me pull this up. Hold on, I gotta get it. It's kind of frustrating that I have to like. It makes me put y'all's tokens back in the world every time. Like, I don't know why it's doing that. All right. So, whoa. Okay. I don't know why that Albert's as big as you. Um, to go. Okay, that should be bringing y'all over now. I don't know what this is.
That me?
That's you? That
That's me.
this should be you right here. How's that? Is that you? Okay. So yeah. Hold on, crap, I should have. I don't know if y'all saw it in Trade Light, but so on the side over here is the manor. Let me pull your tokens towards here so that the stream can see it. Y'all are now in the elite quarter. You walk past the castle and the church and the bank, and there's a very heavily guarded area before you get there. But um, there, when you get to the gate, the very confused pigeon lands in front of the person who's guarding it and is like, "Let them through," and then disappears again. Um, and when you walk through, Unzig's Manor is something you cannot miss. It is just enormous, and very like ridiculous. Like there's just huge, ridiculous gargoyles and crazy, weird stonemanship that it's like somebody finally had money and they could not fucking wait to spend it. Like it is just garish and ridiculous.
Can I let my companions know that I may have robbed this guy
Oh
in the
yeah, if you
past?
would like to let them know that before you walk in, that might be a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, I've known them for the past 3 days, so we've kind of, struck a bond. I'll tell them.
Okay, so what do you tell them
Shared
exactly?
trauma.
Uh, just that, like, as little information as possible. Like, yeah, I may have robbed this guy in the past.
What do you mean you may have robbed this?
And burned down his auction house
You burned down his
and
auction
other
house? Does he know it was you?
well, it was an accident.
Even
I don't
so,
think
does
he
he know it
knows.
was you?
Well, I
Okay.
mean, he does
Uh,
have a bounty out for you, so
well, it could have been any other bird. I'm not the only bird in the city.
do you tell them that he has a bounty for you, or like when they ask you that so pointedly, or sorry, I didn't mean to like out you on that if you were trying not to tell them that.
I don't know if I trust Napoleon enough to tell him I'm worth money.
Oh, okay.
No.
Sorry, yeah.
But yeah, the bounty's on a Tengu, isn't it? Not me.
Um, yeah, it's on a Tengu monk, a black, a raven-colored Tengu monk.
What are the chances that I'm that raven colored Tengu monk, though? Really?
Over
So
100%, dude.
I feel like
100%,
E
dude.
would not have any clue of this, but with Napoleon doing what he does, I'm gonna let Napoleon roll a society check to see if he remembers the fact that there's a bounty on you because he's pretty knowledgeable in all of this. And now that you've told him this, I feel like it would be like a he could put two and two together, but maybe not. So yeah. Okay, so maybe not. He's like, I feel like there was somebody in trouble that kind of matches your description, but I don't remember exactly. Um, so yeah, you get Napoleon that Talon is trying to tell you that there's some bad blood here, and you try to rack your brain for everything that you know, and you feel a little uneasy about the situation. Like this could be trouble, but you don't remember where you saw it from. Like you can't just perfectly place it.
All right. Well, tell me this then. Do you think you're gonna be safe in this place? Do you think they're gonna recognize
I mean, like, that was years ago. 3, to be exact. But,
you? Do you have any kind of disguise material? Do you have like put you over to like maybe I don't know, put a little subtleness on you?
um,
Did we like put
I mean,
lipstick
I could
on you?
change clothes, so I'd look
We'll
less
put our
like.
I
we'll
will
dress you up in like
say, you guys
some
were hired by somebody that works forensic. They know what you look like. The person who is trying to give you your reward for doing your job has helped summon you here. They know who you are and what you look
Okay,
like.
then let's go in. Let's
Yeah.
go in for sure.
Um so this door opens for you guys just like ready to go. For some reason, this door is not drawn in. Or maybe you're just not close enough to it. Okay, you're just not close enough to it. That door opens, and then you hear another door creak open to the side, to your left from the door that just opened.
So wait, there's a door
Go through
here
that
that's
door,
opening.
and then you heard a door like through that door open. Sorry, that's confusing, but yes.
This door to the right.
Uh huh.
All right. Well, I guess let's face.
I don't know why he's near death.
As
Hold on, let me fix this. God, everybody is so small. This thing did something weird with the blocks for sure.
it's just the size of his house.
It is huge. It is garishly enormous.
He's trying to make it look like someone big lives here, and then it's like,
I'm gonna just leave him like that for a second because it's not letting me. Okay. So, oh wow, that's blurry. The
trying to
heck?
take a seat in this massive chair.
So you walk in. There's supposed to be like 3 people in this room. Give me just 1 second. I don't know why none of them are showing up.
Are you with us also?
just
E?
standing on the chairs.
Are you with us?
Yeah.
Control.
Um, so actually, this is great actually because we can wrap it up in here. You come in and you take a seat, and the doors have just opened for you. It's pretty strange, and then you hear from behind you a very snide little voice. Say he's back here. Coming into the thing, and it says, "Wow, I can't believe you actually showed your face here, you little traitor." And then he starts to walk around the side of Napoleon's thing, and he's like, "Well, I guess anybody will do something for some money, huh?" He like kind of slaps the back of your chair, Napoleon, and then goes and has a seat in his chair. He says, "Now, shall we discuss why no one remembers the world ending?" And that's where we'll leave it.
Are these chairs actually huge, or are they just regular?
They're supposed to
They're
be. I
beautiful.
mean, they're 5 foot squares, so you're fitting in it like you're supposed to. Like they're enormous. Yeah, they're big.
Um,
Everything is stupid huge for no
I'm gonna
reason in
share
this
this
place.
seat with you then.
Okay. Well, she can just sit on your shoulder. Her and Albert both could sit on one shoulder each. Like,
We're just on the opposite sides. You've
well,
got the good and the bad.
yeah.
I don't even know where are you on the board with your character.
she's right here. It's like
She's a little ant.
I'm,
on the
yeah,
corner of
Oh
the
I'm
my
seat.
god.
quite honestly on the corner of a chair.
There we go. This map is enormous. Oh my god.
It's so hard to see. Ew.
Yeah, for sure.
I know. Yeah, I'm gonna have
I think
to.
I think the you should make a game with the audience or something like that. Like I'm gonna set E somewhere on this map, and then I'm gonna say whoever finds her first gets.
I can't get the map to move. This is really weird. It will not let me drag it. Here we go. There we go. So yeah. He obviously remembers. And he's more interested in what's been going on and what y'all have to say very clearly than the grudge he so obviously carries for Talon. So, yeah, that's where we'll pick up next time we can play.
Interesting.
Did he call me a traitor, or did he
Oh,
call
yeah, he called you a traitor.
Paul?
And then he was laughing about it with Napoleon, like Napoleon got his joke or something. Like he's just ridiculous. But yeah,
Okay.
I think the
Sounds
next
okay to me.
time we're well, he's a weirdo. Hang in there
He's
with him.
weird.
Okay, yeah. The next time we will get to play is the 27th. We'll take a break next Friday, and then we'll play the 27th, and then we won't play again until the 10th. So it's going to be an every other week thing for the next few weeks, but then we should get back on a weekly schedule. So the next time we'll play will be the 27th at 5:30, 6 o'clock Central Time, somewhere in there, because I'm never fucking on time. And yeah, hope y'all